In the headlines, bandits attack Zamfara College, kill security officers, abduct students. 3 persons die in Ebonyi mining pit accident. President Buhari signs petroleum industry bill into law. And on the foreign scene, Haiti earthquake death toll hits 1,297 as search continues for survivors. Hello and welcome to TrustTV News Update. I am Dashan Husseina Usman. Gunmen suspected to be armed bandits have attacked College of Agriculture and Animal Science in Bakura local government area of Zamfara State. According to Police Public Relations Officer in the state, SP Mohammed Shehu, who confirmed the incident, said bandits stormed the institution around 11 p.m. on Sunday and kidnapped students and staff of the college. The gunmen also killed the security personnel and 2 watchmen. 3 students of Federal Government College, Birnin Yauri, abducted 2 months ago by bandits have been released. The freed students were released Sunday evening alongside one of their teachers and an expatriate Daily Trust exclusively gathered. The hostages were released through the intervention of negotiators working with intelligence services. The victims are being transported to Mina, the Niger State capital, from Kotongoro, a village in Mariga local government area of the state. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum and some stakeholders in the state have expressed satisfaction with the growing number of insurgents laying down arms and surrendering to the military. They expressed optimism over the development and urged maximum utilization of the opportunity by the authorities and citizens for the desired lasting peace in the frontline state, which has experienced mayhem over the last 12 years. Zulum in a broadcast described the development as an opportunity that should be harnessed, adding that it is part of Sulhu program organized with the support of security agencies to help those willing to surrender to do so. Zulum lauded the military and other security agencies for the professionalism so far shown that has continued to facilitate the program. The chairman of Borno Concerned Citizens Forum, Hassan Zanna, described the development as a big relief to the people of Borno State. The director of National Orientation Agency in the state, Shatima Jafar, called for support of the initiative to succeed. Abe Thakur, Indian High Commissioner to Nigeria, says India is working closely with Nigeria to tackle insecurity by fighting terrorism and radicalization in the country. Thakur disclosed this on Sunday while answering questions on the sidelines of the commemoration of the 75th independence anniversary of India in the High Commission, Abuja. He said India will continue to support Nigeria's security and defense agencies in its efforts to tackle banditry and other related crimes. Elvis Panasilva, president of Indian Cultural Association in Abuja, lauded the cultural relationship between India and Nigeria.
There's a number of counterterrorism initiatives, both in terms of security exchanges and capacity building. In fact, CICT, as I call it, counterinsurgency and counterterrorism, is a key area of training for Nigerian military. We are also jointly developing an IED detector which will work at standoff range of 50 meters. There's just one example of joint research to counter terrorism through joint defense research, both sharing cyber terrorism. We have had some very important visits of Nigerian defense and security establishment to India over the last 2 years. All heads of agencies, all heads of security establishments have met each other. We are working together on, on putting out a moderate narrative and eschewing radicalism in all our discourse. And this is where India and Nigeria have really stood by each other, both in UN as well as in bilateral capacity building.
Today, a lot of Nigerian family members are contributed to the celebration, our Indian Independence Day celebration. There are a lot of people are contributed over there. We are very happy and very thankful to them. We leave Nigeria as our second home, and beginning to now this will become our first home as well. Nigeria business is going on very smoothly. They are supporting, Nigerian government is supporting very nicely to Indian organization. We are living without any restrict doing business. There is no problem for the business in Nigeria.
3 people lost their lives when a golf cart plunged into a pit along Alex Ekweme Federal University Road in Ebonyi State. The driver of the car is suspected to be an aide to one of the lawmakers in the area, while the other 2 were reported to be security men. It is not yet clear whether the other 2 victims were policemen. However, a resident told Daily Trust that the vehicle left Abakaliki with unidentified security men who was heading to Ikwo local government area. But no official confirmation has been made as of Monday morning on the identities of the occupants of the car. Similarly, some accounts on social media claim that Ogochukwu Elem is one of the victims. Elem is a young man and youth leader of the All Progressives Congress in the state. Daily Trust learned that the number of the youth leader had not been available since the accident happened on Saturday. Our correspondent also gathered that rescue operation has resumed Monday morning. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the Petroleum Industry Bill 2021 into law. This is according to a statement signed by presidential spokesperson Femi Adesina. According to the statement, President Buhari signed the bill into law while in quarantine after his arrival from the United Kingdom. The Petroleum Industry Act provides legal governance, regulatory and fiscal framework for the Nigerian petroleum industry, the development of host communities and related matters. Senate had passed the bill on July 15 and the House of Representatives followed suit on July 16, thus ending a long wait since the early 2000s. President Muhammadu Buhari has sent birthday greetings to former President Ibrahim Babangida, wishing him a long and healthy life as he marks his 80th birthday. The president's congratulatory message is issued by one of his spokesman, Garba Shehu, in Abuja on Monday. President Buhari noted that as former military commanders during the war, both retiring as generals, they had mutual interests, great hopes, and expectations in a strong and united Nigeria. He expressed hope that privileged Nigerians like Babangida and others like himself would recommit to ongoing efforts to help the nation to reach more glory, progress, and prosperity. You're watching Trust TV News Update. Coming up after the break, Emir of Bichi, Nasiru Ado Bayero, calls for harmonious existence. Do stay. Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the TrustTV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search TrustTV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
My name is Samuel Dada.
Yakubu Isa, ana mana ɗabi da jeji.
Aminu Musa.
A wannan harkar ce muke dan samun abinci, an muke taimaka mu wasu da yawa.
Looking for private jobs. Sometimes you get employed and the process of payment, you undergo some kind of stress.
Welcome back. You're still watching Trust TV News Update. Let's take a look at our top stories. Gunmen suspected to be armed bandits have attacked the College of Agriculture and Animal Science in Bakura local government area of Zamfara State. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the Petroleum Industry Bill 2021 into law. Still in the news, Emir of Bichi, Nasiru Ado-Bayero, has called on Nigerians to desist from agitation for structural adjustment and focus on unity of the country as a whole. Speaking exclusively to TrustTV in Kano ahead of his coronation ceremony, the Emir believes that it is necessary for Nigerians to understand their differences and work towards a common solution. TrustTV correspondent Idris Dibrin reports.
According to the Emir, Nigeria is a multicultural nation of diverse people with multiple identities and colorful outlooks that must form the nation's basis of unity. He argued that the ongoing agitation for structural adjustments will not in any way solve the nation's economic, social, and cultural problems.
I think if we harness our resources, work together as a nation, it will be better than being divided. We've seen how our forefathers have fought gallantly to maintain the unity of Nigeria. We have seen how they have died. Some of them have gone trying to do this. We have seen how other countries have gone through mess to divide themselves.
On his forthcoming coronation ceremony, Alhaji Nasir Ado-Bayero says he is fulfilled as first-class Emir, but the task ahead includes that of nurturing the young Bichi Emirates, giving his people hope of new lease of life, and more importantly, advising as well as recommending to political authorities on the best way to ensure that peace and unity prevails.
We as traditional rulers have a way of getting our information, and that information management has always remained I would say it has kept us relevant. If I need to find out what is happening in Zimbabwe, I will do it. I will get it in 2 minutes from here. So it's the information gathering and the intelligence that we can do that is very unique.
Alhaji Nasir Ado-Bayero is the second Emir of Bichi since the recent creation of 4 additional emirates in Kano. Prior to that, he has held various traditional titles under the old Kano Emirate. Popular among them is the Turakin Kano. Idris Jibrin, TrustTV News, Kano.
Speakers at the just concluded Emir Muhammadu Sanusi colloquium in Kaduna believe that the 14th Emir of Kano has paid his due for Nigeria by speaking truth to power. The colloquium is held to mark 60th birthday anniversary of the Emir. Muhammadu Sanusi II says the general economic recession in the country is root cause of various security challenges bedeviling the country.
We have done quite a lot for the Ummah, we have done quite a lot for the Nigerian society, and indeed we are very proud. I personally am very proud to be associated with you.
Governor Sanusi and all of us agreed at the time, no bank will fail. No bank will fail, no depositor will lose 1 kobo of his or her money. This is very important. Those of us who are old enough to remember the failed banks in the 90s, when many people lost their life savings. Some people had strokes, some people had hypertension.
We can't ignore the fact that things are not working. When you are in a society that is so abnormal, you cannot afford to be a conformist. Because if we all conform, the country will not change.
Nigeria has registered 541 new cases of coronavirus as active cases continue to soar. Nigeria's Center for Disease Control, which made this known via its verified website on Monday morning, said additional infections, though declined from the 655 recorded on Saturday, raised the cumulative cases to 182,503. The Public Health Agency, however, did not state the percentage of COVID-19 variants in the newly recorded infections. The NCDC said it was scaling up its sequencing sequencing capacity to have a better understanding of the burden of new variants which were of concern to Nigeria. In business, the Federal Inland Revenue Service says it has appealed a recent judgment of the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, on value-added tax collection. Abdullahi Ismaila Ahmed, FIRS spokesperson, made this known in a statement. It is reported that the court issued an order restraining FIRS from collecting VAT and personal income tax in the state. In its ruling, the court directed Rivers State government to take charge of the collection. The landmark judgment also implies that other state governments can follow and collect VAT in their jurisdictions. FIRS said it has filed a stay of execution and advised the public to maintain a status quo on the payment of their taxes. On the foreign scene, the death toll from the magnitude 7.2 earthquake that rocked Haiti on Saturday has risen to 1,297. Ministry of Communications in Haiti confirmed the figure at a briefing. Rescue efforts are ongoing, but there are concerns that health facilities may be overwhelmed as a result of the number of injured persons seeking medical attention. While commending the efforts of persons assisting with the rescue efforts, including volunteer health workers, Ariel Henry, Prime Minister of Haiti, appealed for assistance. According to the United States Geological Survey, the earthquake erupted 5 miles from the town of Petit-Trudenips in the western part of the country, about 80 miles west of Port-au-Prince, the country's capital. Still on foreign stories, Zambia's Electoral Commission has confirmed that last week's presidential election was won by the opposition candidate Hakainde Hichilema. Hichilema defeated his main rival, the outgoing president Edgar Lungu, by more than 1 million votes. Earlier, Lungu alleged that the elections were not free and fair. He said election officials from his Patriotic Front party had been chased from polling stations, leaving votes unprotected. In response, Hichilema's United Party for National Development said the statement was the desperate act of the outgoing administration. In sports, Bordeaux striker Samuel Kalu collapsed on the pitch in a French Ligue 1 game at Marseille on Sunday, where temperatures hit a sweltering 30 degrees. The 23-year-old Nigerian international fainted and slumped at the Stade Velodrome surface in the early stages of the match. Worried teammates gathered around the stricken Kalu and frantically waved their hands to the bench to summon medical help. After a few heart-stopping moments, Kalu managed to stand up but was substituted and replaced by Remy Odin. The incident came just 2 months after Denmark's Christian Eriksen suffered cardiac arrest in an Euro 2020 match. Finally, still in sports, Nigerians living in the U.S. have converged on New Jersey to celebrate the 12th annual Nigerian Sports and Cultural Carnival organized by the Nigerian Sports and Cultural Organization. The carnival featured the Yoruba board game, Eyo, soccer, table tennis, chess, draft, dancing competition, and musical performance, award presentation, among others. The Consul General of Nigeria in New York, Ambassador Lot Egopija, who led the staff of the Consulate General to the carnival, pledged to use cultural and sports carnivals to unite Nigerians living in the U.S. Egopija said the Consulate General would actively participate and partner with the carnival organizers to strengthen the bond of friendship among Nigerians in the North American country. With that, we've come to the end of News Update. Don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Dashan Husseina Usman. Thanks for watching.